STO, intercompany billing. So we'll be finishing today complete SD concepts along with the business process. Today might be the last class for this. Okay, so yeah, STO returns process, two-step. Okay, see, one very important question what you'll be facing in the interviews when it comes to the STO returns is when the stock is going back added to the supplying plant. Okay, see, in the case of a standard process, STO process, stock is adding into the receiving plant when we do MIGO here. And here we are doing return MIGO and return delivery. So when actually stock gets added into the supplying plant. So stock gets added into the supplying plant when you do return delivery, but not return MIGO in the returns case. Okay. But in the standard case, it is MIGO. But in the return case, when you do the return delivery, then only the stock will be added to the supplying plant. Okay. And yeah, returns, the configuration is same, but the controls are very important. Like say this one, PO type is UV standard, return delivery type is NLR, item category NLRN, and scheduling category NR, and default order type DLR. So these are the controls, and the rest of the process, everything is the same. Okay, so I'm not just mentioning even those. So it's the same. So let's go on to the STO, intercompany STO. So this is a stock transport between two company codes. That means the plants belong to two company codes. If you remember, we have a pricing routine which is 22. So pricing routine 22 checks whether the plants belong to two different company codes or not. That means supplying plant and receiving plant should be belonging to two different company codes. That's what the pricing requirement 22 checks. So intercompany STO is a transferring stock between two plants which belong to two different company codes. Okay, but both the company codes belong to a same group of company. Okay, so Galaxy USA and Galaxy Mexico, but both belongs to a group of Galaxy. Okay, so receiving plant place an order that is PO to the supplying plant, and supplying plant do delivery with reference to PO. But here we have intercompany invoice. So in the standard STO, intra-company STO, we don't have an invoice there. We just only have a pro forma invoice. But here we will have an intercompany invoice. Okay, so why? Because there will be taxes, right, from country to country when you import some goods. So you need to pay some taxes. At least the product is for the company, but you need to pay taxes. So intercompany invoice, you need to declare the value and MIGO. Okay, you have MIGO here, so that stock will be added here. So for this, you need to create some master data configuration before going to the standard STO configuration. So first, the material should be present in both the plants. So extend the material to both the plants. And the same process, creating the receive plant as a customer in the supplying sales area, and mention the delivery plant as just mention delivery plant there. That's it. The next, create supplying plant as vendor. See, earlier in the sales area, it is only a supplying plant, but it's not a vendor. But here, we create supplying plant as a vendor. Okay, in receiving purchase organization and company code. So you know how to create a vendor master XK01 and maintaining VN partner function. So standard STO process, when it comes here, again intercompany STO. So the same menu path what yesterday I shown you, that SPRO MM. So every complete block would be in the MM. Purchasing, PO, set up stock transport order, and defining the sales areas and receiving sales areas is all things settling customers. Then next is assigning delivery type and checking rule. Checking rule here it is. What is checking rule? B. For STO, the checking rule is B. So PO type NB, intercompany STO delivery type NLCC, item category NLC, and scheduling category NC. Movement type we have here, it is 434, 643 and 645. Okay. So in this configuration, what you'll be doing with this, with the combination of delivery type, intercompany delivery type, and checking rule B, you'll be maintaining for the PO type NB and supplying plant. Same configuration, same thing what you'll be doing, but the types changes here. There it was only NLC, I guess. It's here NLCC. Then next, assigning delivery type, one type, tolerance. So here you make this step as one step or two step. So with the activating this particular indicator, this process completely turns into the one step. So until this, it's common between two step and one step. Intercompany and intracompany. But here we have intercompany pricing procedure, these all things. So intercompany pricing procedure standard ICAA01. Okay. So for this combination, supplying sales area, document pricing procedure, and customer pricing procedure, that is OVKK. Okay. Assign ICAA01. Okay. For the combination of your supplying sales area, document pricing procedure, and customer pricing procedure, assign intercompany pricing procedure, that is ICAA01. Save it. So now maintain the condition record. So if you remember, when we discussed the condition types, we discussed IV01 and PI01, two condition types which are intercompany condition types, and PI01 is a reference condition type for the IV01. So, and PI01 is a statistical condition type. We maintain condition record for PI01 and maintain PI01 as a reference condition type for the IV01, so that system will pick condition record for IV01 from PI01. Okay, so VK11 PI01 intercompany STO, we maintain some price like this, save it, create a purchase order, do the delivery, then do the billing. So when you do the billing, intercompany STO invoice, the condition tab IV01 will be determined. Okay, and for the IV01, the intercompany price system will take it from the condition record what you maintain for the PI01. Okay, so this is intercompany STO process where you have one extra pricing procedure ICAA01 and you have a reference pricing condition types, that's PI01 and IV01. Okay, so that's it, intercompany where we have two, and pricing routine, you know, for IV01 what you will be maintaining, that is 22, pricing requirement 22, so the system checks whether this both plants belong to two different company codes or not. So STO returns PO type NB, delivery type NCR, item category NCRN, and schedule line NS, and movement type 673, 675, and the billing type we have intercompany billing type IG, intercompany returns billing type IG. Same process. Okay, whatever we have seen, the same process. Okay, so only the controls are most important here, and one round you just go to the screen and see that what is so and what it N says, that's it. Okay, nothing more here. So let's move on to the intercompany billing and pricing, the last concept. Okay, intercompany sales and billing. So this is the last business process. So intercompany billing process. So let's take a scenario and understand this. See, let's consider this example for a Ford company. Okay, so consider this scenario for a Ford. So we, we have a customer. So see this ordering plant. Earlier, if you remember, it's called as supplying plant and receiving plant. In the STO, the terminology is the supplying plant and receiving plant. But intercompany sales and billing, it is ordering company and delivering company. We have two. Okay. So the process is like this. So ordering company sales India, Ford India, and supplying company is Ford US. So Ford manufactures some car which is 3 crore. Okay, the car cost is 3 crore, and this car is not manufactured in India, and we don't even have stock in India for this 3 crore car. Okay, so if a customer in India, he want this car, he want to buy this car. Okay, so what he will do, he will place an order to Indian Ford, the company India Ford. Okay, so what happens is at this plant automatically a TOR will be initiated to the next plant where this product is available, say US. In the Ford US plant, this particular car is available, so system automatically do the TOR to the plant where the product is available. Then after, what this delivering company will do, Ford US will do is they will deliver this product directly to the customer, and they will raise an intercompany invoice here to the ordering company. So the car is 3 crore. In the intercompany invoice, why? Because Indian company also should make some profit, right? So US Ford will raise an intercompany invoice to India for 2.5 crore, and Indian Ford will raise an invoice to its customer for 3 crores. That means for a profit of 50 lakhs. Okay. So this is what intercompany sales and billing. Okay. So in the most important questions what you will be getting here is like who do the delivery in the intercompany. Okay. So delivery will be done by the supply, the delivering company itself to directly to the customer. Okay. So let's see the process. So intercompany sales and billing, sales and transaction between two plants which belong to two different company codes but with the same group. Okay. Here we have an end customer. In the STO, we don't have end customer. STO is between plant and plant, only putting the stock from this plant to that plant. That's it. But coming to what makes intercompany sales and billing and what makes intercompany STO, what is the difference between these two is, in the intercompany sales and billing, we have end customer. Okay. So you can see this ordering companies organization elements are these: company code, sales organization, distribution channel, division plant, and delivering companies organization elements are these things. So first, master data. As you know, when you have intercompany, we need to have material available at both the plants. So extend this materials at both the plants and create ordering company as a customer in delivering sales area. Okay. So in the delivering sales area, create this particular ordering company as a customer. And yeah, first step, let me go to the SPRO. So sales and distribution. Sales and distribution, go to sales. Sales documents. Not sales document. Sales. Sorry, SD billing. It's not in sales, it's in billing. Sales and distribution, billing. And intercompany billing. So first, define order types for intercompany billing. Okay, I'll show you in the document by the time. Okay, so when you're here, you'll be getting different order times for the intertype billing. So in the standard system, you will be already having this. Okay, so standard type document OR. But in case in your project, if you are going with a user defined document type, then for that document type, you should assign this particular intercompany billing type IV. Okay, but in the standard IDA system we will be already having this. You see, if I go to OR, you'll be already having IV assigned here, intercompany billing. But in the real-time project, you might be having some different document to create an intercompany order. So there you'll be assigning this intercompany billing document type. So then after assigning organized units by plant, okay. So here with the combination of the supplying plant, this is supplying plant. If you can see the organization fine. Sorry, yeah, that's a delivering plant. Supplying plant is delivering plant. So with the combination of supplying plant, you assign the sales area. Okay, you assign your sales area. Then after define internal customer by sales organization. Here for the sales organization, you assign whatever the customer you created, intercompany customer earlier. You create intercompany customer in the supplying sales area, that you would be assigning here. That's the third step. So then after you place this PI01 statistical condition type into the pricing procedure. Okay, in the pricing procedure, and you see this should be always statistical. PA0 is always statistical. Okay, and we have a requirement 22 for PA02, PA01, and requirement 22 checks whether the ordering company and delivering company both are different. Okay, belongs to different company codes. And intercompany billing document IV has a document pricing procedure N. Yesterday we have seen something T, right? T or something yesterday we have seen, and at the same time I shown you N, right? So that's what this N is. N is intercompany billing and pricing. So I now go to the OVKK pricing procedure determination and intercompany pricing procedure. For this combination, assign your intercompany condition type, that is IV01, intercompany pricing condition type IV01. So IV01 is not a statistical. Okay, IV01 it's not statistical. So just mention, put that IV01 into the pricing procedure, IC0001, maintain the requirement 9 and some standard configuration, maintain that. So for IV01, the reference condition type, if you go to the controls, is PI01. Okay. So now you'll be maintaining condition type for PI01 so that it will pull it from here to IV01. Okay. So we have a copy controls in intercompany billing. In interviews, if asked, do we have any copy controls? Yes. What are the copy controls we have? The LF2 IV. In the VTFL, LF2 IV. In standard is LF2 F2, right? But here it is intercompany. LF2 IV. So nothing to do here. Just go and have a look at the controls. Okay, just go and have controls. That's it. Okay, but you should know, right? In the interviews, if they ask you, do we have any copy controls? Yes, we have a copy control. And if they ask you what is the requirement of these things, so you should be in a position to tell. So now maintain the condition record for PA01. This is internal price. Whatever you are maintaining PA01 is internal price. That means the scenario what we discussed is 2.5 crore. Okay, the 2.5 crore what we have discussed, that you would be maintaining for the, okay, it's gone. Okay, that you will be maintaining for PI01. So PI01 delivering plant material 6,000. 6,000 is the internal price for the customer. Save it. Then go to the enterprise structure assignment distribution channel. Assign your plant there. Okay. Now go to PR00. Maintain price for PR00. This is what you charge for the end customer, the 3 crore rupees, that is 10,000. So for internal customer, system will take PI0, that is 6,000 price, and when you sell to the end customer, then system will take the price 10,000. Okay, so now after maintaining this condition record, then go to the VA01, create an order for the customer. So normal customer number, and go to the sales line item and change the plant from so and so to. Why? Because plant should be changed. If you want to initiate TOR, so plant should be changed from this plant to you are doing a TOR to this plant. So just change the plant, okay, and change it. Save it. That's it. Okay. Then after delivery, So standard process, picking, PGA and everything is done. So now create a billing VF01. So if it's a normal customer, system should pick the price 10,000. And if it's an internal customer, that means if you create an order for this customer, intercompany customer, system should pick 6,000 rupees. Okay. So yeah, to raise an intercompany invoice, we have some configuration here. If you go to VF0/N, VF04 invoice list. So if you, in the invoice list, if you come down to the scroll down, you need to activate this intercompany billing and uncheck this delivery related billing. Okay, activate, uncheck delivery related billing and activate intercompany billing. Okay, that's how you raise an intercompany invoice. This has to be done. Okay, so that's it in the intercompany billing, and we finished discussing about all the business process, and we finished discussing about SD concepts. So a major part of training has been finished, and the next 1 week or 10 days we'll be finishing complete training, SIN, RISEF and LE. So for ALE docs, debugging and these things, I'll be sharing the videos already, which I have recorded videos. Okay, so for what all I don't have the recorded videos, we'll have a session. Okay, so any questions? And we finished a major part of training, and I hope you should be in a position, you are ready with your resume, and you should be in a position to go to interviews in the next month if you are with me with the preparation. Okay, yeah, so any questions not only related to this, your preparation, job or interviews, anything? Why? Because we finished major parts. In these all are secondary skill set anyway, hardly compensating 30% of your career. Yeah, go ahead, anyone?
Yeah, Praveen.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Praveen, as you are starting the classes from 17th, right?
Yes.
New class.
Yes.
So I can also attend. Huh?
Attend, but it's waste of time, no, Gaurav, are you? You know the basics. You are attending the evening batch also. It's up to you.
Yeah, but
If you have free time, you
I want,
can.
yeah, I want to revise. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. See, you are free to attend any batches, but my suggestion would be don't waste your time on like silly topics like customer master or something. If it is pricing, credit management or something, you can attend, but not a problem. If you wish, I can put you into that batch and you can also attend that.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
please put.
Definitely, definitely. And yeah, Srini, I uploaded all the videos onto the YouTube. Only I need to share the link. So just within another half an hour, I'll share them. Okay. And Meenakshi, I received your resume. Let me go through that today and just revert back to you. And others, if your resume is ready, send it to me. Have a look, review. Why? Because see, by this time you should freeze your resume so that you will not have any headache. After training, if you try to start finishing your resume, it will take 10 days. You will waste 10 days to prepare your resume after finishing the training. It's waste of time. Okay, so we finished a major part of training and like 70 to 80%. So you should be very good to go to interviews from December at least. Okay, and in the next 10 days we'll finish rest of the topics, and most probably 15th we'll put an end to the training. Okay, so let's catch up tomorrow and we'll go ahead with a new topic tomorrow. So have a good day everyone. Bye bye.